स्वास्थ्य, शिक्षा, गंगा जी की साफ सफाई, बाढ़ नियंत्रण, पुलिस सुविधा, खेल सुविधा, ऐसे अनेक प्रोजेक्ट शामिल हैं। आज यहां आईआईटी बीएचयू में सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस ऑन मशीन टूल्स डिजाइन का शिलान्यास भी हुआ है। यानी बनारस को एक और विश्व स्तरीय संस्थान मिलने जा रहा है। इन सभी प्रोजेक्ट्स के लिए बनारस के लोगों को, पूर्वांचल के लोगों को बहुत बहुत बधाई। भाइयों और बहनों, काशी के विकास की चर्चा आज पूरे देश और दुनिया में हो रही है। जो भी काशी आ रहा है वो यहां से नई ऊर्जा लेकर जा रहा है। आप याद कीजिए, 8-9 वर्ष पहले जब काशी के लोगों ने अपने शहर के कायाकल्प का संकल्प लिया था तो बहुत लोग ऐसे थे जिनको आशंकाएं थी। कई लोगों को लगता था कि बनारस में कुछ बदलाव नहीं हो पाएगा, काशी के लोग सफल नहीं हो पाएंगे। लेकिन काशी के लोगों ने, आप सबने आज अपनी मेहनत से हर आशंका को गलत साबित कर दिया। साथियों, आज काशी में पुरातन और नूतन दोनों स्वरूपों के दर्शन एक साथ हो रहे हैं। मुझे देश विदेश में मिलने वाले लोग बताते हैं कि वो किस तरह विश्वनाथ धाम के पुनर्निर्माण से मंत्रमुग्ध है। लोग गंगा घाट पर हुए काम से प्रभावित है। हाल ही में जब दुनिया का सबसे लंबा रिवर क्रूज हमारी काशी से चला, उसकी भी बहुत चर्चा हुई है। एक समय था जब गंगा जी में इसके बारे में सोचना भी असंभव था, लेकिन बनारस के लोगों ने ये भी करके दिखाया। आप लोगों के इन्हीं प्रयासों की वजह से एक साल के भीतर 7 करोड़ से अधिक पर्यटक काशी आए। और आप मुझे बताइए, ये जो 7 करोड़ लोग यहां आ रहे हैं वो बनारस में ही तो ठहर रहे हैं। वो कभी पूड़ी कचौड़ी खा रहे हैं, कभी जलेबी लौंगलता का आनंद ले रहे हैं, वो कभी लस्सी का पान ले रहे हैं, तो कभी ठंडई का मजा लिया जा रहा है। और अपना बनारसी पान, यहां के लकड़ी के खिलौने, ये बनारसी साड़ी, कालीन का काम, इन सब के लिए हर महीने 50 लाख से ज्यादा लोग बनारस आ रहे हैं। महादेव के आशीर्वाद से ये बहुत बड़ा काम हुआ है। बनारस आने वाले ये लोग अपने साथ बनारस के हर परिवार के लिए आय के साधन ला रहे हैं। यहां आने वाले पर्यटक रोजगार के, स्वरोजगार के नए अवसर बना रहे हैं। साथियों, 8-9 वर्षों के विकास कार्यों के बाद जिस तेजी से बनारस का विकास हो रहा है, अब उसे नई गति देने का भी समय आ गया है। आज यहां टूरिज्म से जुड़े, शहर के सुंदरीकरण से जुड़े कई प्रोजेक्ट्स का लोकार्पण और शिलान्यास हुआ है। रोड हो, पुल हो, रेल हो, एयरपोर्ट हो, कनेक्टिविटी के तमाम नए साधनों ने काशी आना जाना बहुत आसान कर दिया है। लेकिन अब हमें एक कदम और आगे बढ़ना है। अब जो ये रोपवे यहां बन रहा है, इससे काशी की सुविधा और काशी का आकर्षण दोनों बढ़ेगा। रोपवे बनने के बाद बनारस कैंट रेलवे स्टेशन और काशी विश्वनाथ कॉरिडोर के बीच की दूरी बस कुछ मिनटों में ही रह जाएगी। इससे बनारस के लोगों की सुविधा और बढ़ जाएगी। इससे कैंट स्टेशन से गदौलिया के बीच ट्रैफिक जाम की समस्या भी बहुत कम हो जाएगी। साथियों, वाराणसी में आसपास के शहरों से, दूसरे राज्यों से लोग अलग अलग काम से भी आते हैं। वर्षों से वो वाराणसी किसी एक इलाके में आते हैं, काम खत्म करके रेलवे या बस स्टैंड चले जाते हैं। उनका मन होता है बनारस घूमने का, लेकिन सोचते हैं इतना जाम है, कौन जाएगा। वो बचा हुआ समय स्टेशन पर ही बिताना पसंद करते हैं। इस रोपवे से ऐसे लोगों को भी बहुत फायदा होगा। भाइयों और बहनों, ये रोपवे प्रोजेक्ट सिर्फ आवाजाही का प्रोजेक्ट भर नहीं है। कैंट रेलवे स्टेशन के ऊपर ही रोपवे का स्टेशन बनेगा, ताकि आप लोग इसका सीधा लाभ ले सके। ऑटोमेटिक सीढ़ियां, लिफ्ट, व्हीलचेयर रैंप, रेस्ट रूम और पार्किंग जैसी सुविधाएं भी वहीं उपलब्ध हो जाएगी। रोपवे स्टेशनों में खाने पीने की सुविधा, खरीदारी की सुविधा भी होगी। ये काशी में बिजनेस और रोजगार के एक और सेंटर के रूप में विकसित होंगे। साथियों, आज बनारस की एयर कनेक्टिविटी को मजबूत करने की दिशा में भी बड़ा काम हुआ है। बाबतपुर हवाई अड्डे में आज नए एटीसी टावर का लोकार्पण हुआ है। अभी तक यहां देश दुनिया से आने वाले 50 से अधिक विमानों को हैंडल किया जाता है। नया एटीसी टावर बनने से ये क्षमता बढ़ जाएगी। इससे भविष्य में एयरपोर्ट का विस्तार करना आसान होगा। भाइयों और बहनों, काशी में स्मार्ट सिटी मिशन के तहत जो काम हो रहा है, उनसे भी सुविधाएं बढ़ेगी और आने जाने के साधन बेहतर हो जाएंगे। काशी में श्रद्धालुओं और पर्यटकों की छोटी छोटी आवश्यकताओं को ध्यान में रखकर ही फ्लोटिंग जेटी का निर्माण किया जा रहा है। नमामि गंगे मिशन के तहत गंगा किनारे के शहरों में सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट का एक बहुत बड़ा नेटवर्क तैयार हुआ है। पिछले 8-9 वर्षों में आप गंगा के बदले हुए घाटों के साक्षी बने हैं। अब गंगा के दोनों तरफ पर्यावरण से जुड़ा बड़ा अभियान शुरू होने वाला है। सरकार का प्रयास है कि गंगा के दोनों तरफ 5 किलोमीटर के हिस्से में प्राकृतिक खेती को बढ़ावा दिया जाए। इसके लिए इस वर्ष के बजट में भी ऐलान किए गए हैं, चाहे खाद हो या फिर प्राकृतिक खेती से जुड़ी दूसरी मदद, इसके लिए नए केंद्र बनाए जा रहे हैं। साथियों, मुझे ये भी खुशी है कि बनारस के साथ पूरा पूर्वी उत्तर प्रदेश कृषि और कृषि निर्यात का एक बड़ा सेंटर बन रहा है। आज वाराणसी में फल सब्जियों की प्रोसेसिंग से लेकर भंडारण और ट्रांसपोर्टेशन से जुड़ी कई आधुनिक सुविधाएं तैयार हुई है। आज बनारस का लंगड़ा आम, गाजीपुर की भिंडी और हरी मिर्च, जौनपुर की मूली और खरबूजे विदेश के बाजारों तक पहुंचने लगे हैं। इन छोटे शहरों में उगाई गई फल सब्जियां लंदन और दुबई के बाजारों तक पहुंच रही है। और हम सब जानते हैं, जितना ज्यादा एक्सपोर्ट होता है उतना ही अधिक पैसा किसान तक पहुंचता है। अब करखियाओं फूड पार्क में जो इंटीग्रेटेड पैक हाउस बना है, उससे किसानों, बागवानों को बहुत मदद मिलने जा रही है। आज यहां पुलिस फोर्स से जुड़े प्रोजेक्ट्स का भी लोकार्पण हुआ है। मुझे विश्वास है कि इससे पुलिस बल का आत्मविश्वास बढ़ेगा, कानून व्यवस्था और बेहतर होगी। साथियों, विकास का जो रास्ता हमने चुना है उसमें सुविधा भी है और संवेदना भी है। इस क्षेत्र में एक चुनौती पीने के पानी की रही है। आज यहां पीने के पानी से जुड़ी अनेक परियोजनाओं का लोकार्पण हुआ है और नई परियोजनाओं पर काम भी शुरू हुआ है। गरीब की परेशानी कम करने के लिए ही हमारी सरकार हर घर नल से जल अभियान चला रही है। बीते 3 साल में देश भर के 8 करोड़ घरों में नल से जल पहुंचना शुरू हुआ है। यहां काशी और आसपास के गांव में भी हजारों लोगों को इसका लाभ मिला है। उज्ज्वला योजना का भी बहुत लाभ बनारस के लोगों को हुआ है। सेवापुरी में नया बॉटलिंग प्लांट इस योजना के लाभार्थियों की भी मदद करेगा। इससे पूर्वी उत्तर प्रदेश और पश्चिमी बिहार में गैस सिलेंडर की आपूर्ति सुगम होगी। साथियों, आज केंद्र में जो सरकार है, यहां यूपी में जो सरकार है, वो गरीब की चिंता करने वाली सरकार है, गरीब की सेवा करने वाली सरकार है। और आप लोग भले प्रधानमंत्री बोले, सरकार बोले, लेकिन मोदी तो खुद को आपका सेवक ही मानता है। इसी सेवा भाव से मैं काशी की, देश की, यूपी की सेवा कर रहा हूं। थोड़ी देर पहले मेरी सरकार की अनेक योजनाओं के लाभार्थियों से बातचीत हुई है। किसी को आंखों की रोशनी मिली, तो किसी को सरकारी मदद से अपनी रोजी रोटी कमाने में मदद मिली। स्वस्थ दृष्टि समृद्ध काशी अभियान, और अभी मैं एक सज्जन से मिला तो वो कह रहे थे, साहब स्वस्थ दृष्टि दूरदृष्टि। करीब 1000 लोगों का मोतियाबिंद का मुफ्त इलाज हुआ है। मुझे संतोष है कि आज बनारस के हजारों लोगों को सरकार की योजनाओं का लाभ मिल रहा है। आप याद कीजिए 2014 से पहले के वो दिन जब बैंकों में खाता खोलने में भी पसीने छूट जाते थे। बैंकों से ऋण लेना, इसके बारे में तो सामान्य परिवार सोच भी नहीं सकता था। आज गरीब से गरीब के परिवार के पास भी जनधन बैंक खाता है। उसके हक का पैसा, सरकारी मदद आज सीधे उसके बैंक खाते में आता है। आज छोटा किसान हो, छोटा व्यवसायी हो, हमारी बहनों के स्वयं सहायता समूह हो, सबको मुद्रा जैसी योजनाओं के तहत आसानी से ऋण मिलते हैं। हमने पशुपालकों और मछली पालकों को भी किसान क्रेडिट कार्ड से जोड़ा है। रेहड़ी पटरी फुटपाथ पर काम करने वाले हमारे साथियों को भी पहली बार पीएम स्वनिधि योजना से बैंकों से ऋण मिलना शुरू हुआ है। इस वर्ष के बजट में विश्वकर्मा साथियों की मदद के लिए भी पीएम विश्वकर्मा योजना लेकर आए हैं। प्रयास यही है कि अमृत काल में विकसित भारत के निर्माण में हर भारतीय का योगदान हो, कोई भी पीछे ना छूटे। भाइयों और बहनों, अब से कुछ देर पहले मेरी खेलो बनारस प्रतियोगिता के विजेताओं से भी बात हुई। इसमें 1 लाख से अधिक युवाओं ने अलग अलग खेलों में हिस्सा लिया। सिर्फ ये अपने बनारस संसदीय क्षेत्र में। मैं सभी को बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं। बनारस के युवाओं को ज्यादा से ज्यादा खेलने का मौका मिले, इसके लिए यहां पर नई सुविधाएं भी विकसित की जा रही है। पिछले वर्ष सीगरा स्टेडियम के पुनर्विकास का फेज 1 शुरू हुआ। आज फेज 2 और फेज 3 का भी शिलान्यास किया गया है। इससे यहां अब अलग अलग खेलों की, हॉस्टल की आधुनिक सुविधाएं विकसित होगी। अब तो वाराणसी में इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट स्टेडियम भी बनने जा रहा है। जब स्टेडियम बनकर तैयार होगा तो एक और आकर्षण काशी में भी जुड़ जाएगा। भाइयों और बहनों, आज यूपी विकास के हर क्षेत्र में नए आयाम स्थापित कर रहा है। कल यानी 25 मार्च को योगी जी की दूसरी पारी का 1 वर्ष पूरा हो रहा है। 2-3 दिन पहले योगी जी ने लगातार सबसे ज्यादा समय तक यूपी के मुख्यमंत्री होने का रिकॉर्ड भी बनाया है। निराशा की पुरानी छवि से बाहर निकलकर यूपी आशा और आकांक्षा की नई दिशा में बढ़ चला है। सुरक्षा और सुविधा जहां बढ़ती है, वहां समृद्धि आना तय है। यही आज उत्तर प्रदेश में होता हुआ दिख रहा है। आज जो ये नए प्रोजेक्ट्स यहां जमीन पर उतरे हैं, ये भी समृद्धि के रास्तों को सशक्त करते हैं। एक बार फिर आप सभी को विकास के इन अनेक कामों के लिए बहुत बहुत बधाई, बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। हर हर महादेव। धन्यवाद।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माननीय।
परिवर्तन लोग अपने सामने देख रहे हैं, अपने जीवन में देख रहे हैं। उससे हर भारतीय में ये विश्वास आया है कि 21वीं सदी का भारत अपनी कमजोरियों को छोड़कर, अपने बंधनों को तोड़कर भारत आगे बढ़ सकता है।
Poonawalla FinCorp presents News18 Rising India Real Heroes. 29th and 30th March on News18 Network. Presented by Poonawalla FinCorp Limited, enabling dreams.
Request again for his stay to be removed when the judge is transferred. So if you are a citizen of this country and you are saying that high standards of judiciary and we believe in judiciary, there are a couple of things which the BJP should immediately stop. First of all, sack Mr. Rijiju. Because if you believe in the judiciary so much, then he's like a motor mouth, keeps speaking every time on, he said retired judges should not do this, you shouldn't do this, he shouldn't do that, and has made umpteen comments. And
okay.
If Mr. Poonawalla is keen, then I can
no,
show
but
him
that would apply to you
is,
as well, right? I mean, today a court of law has given an order, so you should respect it as much as you expect anyone else to respect it.
One sec. Yeah, Zaka, speaking against the judgment is not disrespect. First question.
Sure.
Speaking, you can continuously find faults in the judgment without finding a mistake. You can say that the judges have heard. We are saying it that in a defamation case, none of the parties who are offended have become a complainant in this case. The event happens in Kolar. Surat, the case is registered. The judge gets transferred. First of all, the proceedings get stayed by the High Court. Judge gets
fair enough. Let me open this up. Let me open this up to our other guests.
Let
me go to everyone and come back to you. Ajay Umar, look, I'm very clear. I don't think the end of this debate is going to be settled through the legal means or through courts. This is a political debate. It has opened up a political position both for BJP as well as for Rahul Gandhi and the Congress Party. I'm on a larger fundamental issue, and that is that and many lawyers have been arguing this since afternoon, since this verdict came out as well, that for one individual to take another person to court for criminal defamation saying he has insulted an entire society or a community, he has to be able to demonstrably show that the said individual was the one who was referred to. Now, clearly, when Mr. Gandhi said whatever he said, that sab Modi chor hote hai kya, he was referring to Narendra Modi. He was certainly not referring to Purnesh Modi. Ajay Umar. Can Ajay Umar hear me?
Asking me?
Yeah, Ajay, go on.
Yeah, same thing Rahul Gandhi said in his argument, and today also in court, when judge said that you are convicted, Rahul Gandhi said that, मैं आपके पास दया की भीख या माफी नहीं मांगता हूं, मैं सिर्फ यही कहना चाहता हूं कि मैं हिंदुस्तान के लोगों को प्यार करता हूं, और मैंने जो कहा था वो सरनेम के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से कहा था, समुदाय के लिए नहीं कहा था, and he said that,
Alright, we're getting in some big breaking news. At the moment, we are learning that Rahul Gandhi has been disqualified. This is the big breaking news of the day that we are bringing to you. The Wayanad MP has been disqualified. Remember, it was on 23rd of March that in Surat, Rahul Gandhi had been sentenced to 2 years of imprisonment and was also imposed with a fine of 15,000 rupees. What will this now lead to? For more details, I'm joined in by our correspondent Arunima, who's joining me on the phone line. Arunima, what to expect now?
So first, to give you a sense of the notification, just reading out from it, it has been issued on the 24th of March, which is today. It says, consequent upon his conviction by the Court of Chief Judicial Magistrate Surat, Shri Rahul Gandhi, member of Lok Sabha, representing the Wayanad Parliamentary Constituency, stands disqualified from membership of Lok Sabha from the date of his conviction, that is 23rd March 2023, in terms of the provisions of Article 102(1)(e) of the Constitution of India, read with Section 8 of Representation of People's Act. Speaker, after receiving a copy of that order, a certified copy of that order from the Surat Court, has issued this notification. This now paves the way for the Election Commission of India to declare bypolls for the Wayanad Assembly constituency, because Wayanad from today does not have an MP. That position is vacant. So the first thing to be done is Election Commission of India announcing bypolls to Wayanad. Of course, if Rahul Gandhi's team can move and get a stay on conviction from the court, then how will this process go? Will this be, withdrawn? That remains to be seen. But as of this moment, Wayanad does not have a member of parliament. EC is well within its right to announce bypolls at the earliest.
Absolutely, very rightly said, but important to highlight the fact that Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party still have 30 days during which they can challenge this at the appellate court. And having said that, what will be those crucial aspects now that will be examined by the appellate court?
So the first thing is that, the law is very clear. Section 8 of the Representation of People's Act, after the 2013 of the Supreme Court order, says that, you have to get the conviction stayed by a higher court. If the conviction is not stayed by a higher court, you are disqualified. So that is the process that the Lok Sabha Speaker has followed after getting a copy of the order, because only the sentence part was stayed by the Surat court. His sentence was stayed for 1 month and he was granted bail, but his conviction stayed. So because they have not managed to move a higher court and get a stay on the conviction, Lok Sabha has gone ahead, the Speaker has gone ahead and issued a notification for his disqualification. That's what the legal position is.
Right. Arunima, when we talk about the Congress party and Rahul Gandhi now approaching the higher court, what will be that crucial aspect which will be probed by the higher court?
See, it has to be on merit. Rahul Gandhi and his legal team have been arguing that there was no merit in this case because it was a statement that was made at a political rally and it was a statement made in Karnataka, whereas the case of criminal defamation was filed against him in Surat, and he has been held guilty of defaming the entire Modi community. So they would obviously try and argue that this does not make a case for criminal defamation because it was a political speech, but the court in its wisdom has found that there is enough evidence, and we'll have to wait and see if the Supreme Court or the higher court steps aside what the lower court found merit in.
Absolutely. In fact, on that note, taking a cue from what you just said, let me quickly go across to Pallavi Ghosh, a senior political editor who's joining me live on this newscast. Pallavi, this is big breaking news. But having said that, as we were just discussing with Arunima, is this now final? Pallavi, can you hear me? All right, we'll try and
this is final in the sense that, if you look at the notification. Yeah, so the notification which has been put out is from the day of his conviction, he stands disqualified. Now, as Arunima was also pointing out, now they'll have to immediately take a legal recourse, which is, in a sense, I don't even understand why the Congress party did not move into it hurriedly. And that also shows a little bit of a, one would call it a confusion, because yesterday, the luminaries of the Congress party were very clear about the fact that they would want to go and rush to the court ASAP so as to have a stay on the conviction. Rahul Gandhi was, of course, last seen in Parliament early this morning. He was involved in a meeting with Sonia Gandhi and, of course, the rest of the Congress MPs. After this, when he goes to a court, which he will have to go for, ask for a stay on the conviction, they would expect that disqualification which has now been issued against Rahul Gandhi as a member of Parliament for Wayanad would be revoked. Is that the procedure? Is that the legal position? We'll have to wait and watch to see. But politically speaking, certainly a huge setback, and this is exactly what the BJP leaders had also been pointing out whole of yesterday, that if you go by the rule, if you go by the law, then he goes in for immediate disqualification as a member of Parliament the moment that conviction was announced by the Surat court.
Absolutely. In fact, as you rightly said, that this is a big move and will have huge ramifications, not just for the Congress party, but also for the BJP, which has been batting for this. But having said that, Pallavi, I'm going to request you to continue to stay with me. I'm also joined in by Ridhima Bhatnagar, who's joining me live from the newsroom at the moment with that notification. She'll take us through all the details. Ridhima, it's over to you.
Yeah, as Pallavi and Aruma were rightly pointing out, Akanksha, this is going to be a big setback as far as Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party is concerned. We're just putting out that entire notification that is coming. It's dated the 24th of March. It's coming from the Lok Sabha Secretariat. What does it say? It says, consequent upon his conviction by the court of the Chief Judicial Magistrate from Surat, Sri Rahul Gandhi, member of Lok Sabha representing the Wayanad parliamentary constituency of Kerala, now stands disqualified from the membership of Lok Sabha from the date of his conviction, which is 23rd of March 2023, in terms of provisions of Article 1021E of the Constitution of India, read with Section 8 of the Representation of the People Act 1951. It's signed by the Secretary General Utpal Kumar Singh. Also categorically it says the copy is also now being forwarded of this disqualification to Rahul Gandhi, who is now being seen as an ex-MP. It's also been forwarded to the President's Secretariat, the Prime Minister's Secretariat and other dignitaries. But this is going to be a big setback as far as the Congress party is concerned. The point that Pallavi was making, a lot of questions remain unanswered. Is there even any legal recourse available with the Congress and Rahul Gandhi? And more importantly, why did they not move their entire might of the legal team just yesterday when they knew the sword of this disqualification was hanging still on Rahul Gandhi?
All right, I'm in fact going to quickly go across to senior lawyer Ariman Sundaram, who's joining me on the phone line right now. Mr. Sundaram, how do you see this panning out for Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party? What is the legal recourse to this? Is there any?
Well, two things. One, I think his legal team ought to move much quicker, because the judgment of the Supreme Court is very clear in 2013 in saying that disqualification arises immediately upon conviction. So they ought to have got a stay of the judgment. But since the court which delivered the judgment and sentence, only suspended the sentence and did not stay the judgment stands, and disqualification is the immediate consequence. If you're asking me what further recourse there is, of course, in the appellate court, they can ask for a stay of the judgment itself. And they can ask for a stay to be given effect to as from the date of the judgment, and in which case the disqualification would also remain stayed and he would not be disqualified.
Mr. Sundaram, I'm going to request you to continue staying with me, as I'm also joined in by Mr. Manikam Tagore, who is a Congress MP, is joining us on the phone line. Mr. Tagore, what are you going to do now, as we are getting inputs from senior legal people like Mr. Ariman Sundaram, who also mentioned that this should have, that Team Congress should have in fact resorted to a quicker action. Why didn't you think of a legal recourse earlier?
I'm just now, when I'm speaking to you, I'm in a bus in which all the MPs has been arrested and we are taken out of Delhi somewhere. While traveling in the bus, I'm able to speak to you. We are fighting the battle, and the legal team headed by Abhishek Singhvi ji, Chidambaram ji, Vivek Tanka ji, and Manish Tiwari ji are working
but Mr. Tagore, Mr. Tagore, the question that's also being posed is, why didn't Congress and Rahul Gandhi's team in fact seek a stay on the judgment?
You have to ask the legal team about it. I can tell you about, as a member of parliament, it is an attack on the democracy, and they wanted to stop Rahul Gandhi ji from entering into parliament, and they wanted to silence him because he spoke about Adani. Adani scam, he asked 5 questions to the Honorable Prime Minister. Mr. Prime Minister has not answered, and now they are gone to the fake case and a false allegation. He has been now taken away. He has been removed. He has been stopped from entering into the parliament also.
Mr. Manikam Tagore, Zaka Jacob here. Mr. Gandhi has been a member of parliament since he first contested in 2004. For 19 years, he's been an MP. Now he no longer will be a member of parliament, not just for this 2 years, but also possibly, if they're not able to get a stay on conviction, for the next 6 years after that. So for 8 years, potentially, Mr. Rahul Gandhi could not be a member of parliament. How are you going to fight this politically? Forget about the legal battle. That, as you said, the lawyers will take care of. Politically, what are you doing?
We had fought. That's a good question. We had fought the Britishers, and we will fight these Godsewas also. Godse had attacked Mahatma Gandhi because he wanted to silence Mahatma Gandhi. Now the Godse's followers are attacking using the power which they got through the parliament on Rahul Gandhi. We will fight against this Godsewadi and we will defeat them also. We will go to the people. Legally, we will fight in a different way. Politically, we will go to the people. First time in the history of India, an opposition leader has been stopped from entering into the parliament. And this Modi and Amit Shah's politics of Godsevad will be defeated by the people of India.
But Mr. Tagore, we have seen the protest that MPs like yourself have taken today at Vijay Chowk. We are not seeing any kind of, nationwide mobilization. I mean, this is the leader of your party, as you say, has been unfairly disqualified as a member of parliament. All we are seeing is one small protest outside the parliament complex. What about the Congress party in the rest of the country? What are they doing?
Congress party is protesting everywhere, but media needs to open his eyes and ask their cameraman to shoot also. The problem is that today, if you take it in every state capital, it has happened. In many districts in my constituency, it has happened. Rudrakash, it has happened. Everywhere it is happening. But we need to understand that we had asked them not to be violent. When you burn a bus, when you stop a train, when you burn a train only, the media will come.
All right, thanks, Manikam Tagore. Let me go across to Amit Malviya, who is the BJP spokesperson and head of the BJP IT cell. Mr. Malviya, your first reaction, we've got this official letter now from the Speaker's office confirming that Rahul Gandhi, Member of Parliament from Wayanad, has been disqualified for a period of 2 years, basis this court order from Surat. Your first reaction, the opposition and the Congress is saying, why is the Speaker's office in such a hurry?
This is as per law, as per provisions in Constitution, read in conjunction with the People's Representative Act. And this is an automatic disqualification. There is nothing that anyone else needs to do or can do. This is what the Supreme Court has mandated as per their ruling of 2013. And the disqualification is a consequence of the conviction that he has been handed out by the court in Surat.
The Congress, we were speaking to Manikam Tagore of the Congress Member of Parliament. He was saying that the court itself had suspended the sentence for 30 days, allowing Mr. Gandhi and his lawyers an opportunity to move a higher court. Pending that, what was the hurry for the Speaker to already disqualify Mr. Gandhi?
But he stands convicted. And as per law, conviction leads to automatic disqualification. The Congress knows this. Yesterday, senior lawyer and member of the Congress party, Abhishek Manu Singhvi, conceded as much.
Sorry, can you say that again? Member of Parliament and senior Congress leader who?
Abhishek Manu Singhvi, in his interaction with the media, conceded that conviction leads to automatic disqualification as per law.
So, politically now, of course, the legal battle will continue. That's for the lawyers to fight. Politically, if the Congress is going to hit the streets on this issue, how does the BJP plan to counter that politically?
Well, the Congress hit the streets on issue of corruption also. When Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi were called by the agencies for questioning, the entire Congress was on the street. So they always hit the streets when it is for a reason other than governance or development. If it's for corruption, if it's for a compromised stand in public life, they would naturally hit to the streets, and it's not surprising. They've done this before, they'll probably do it again.
One final word. We've just got Jairam Ramesh, the Congress's media cell head. He's just tweeted saying, and I quote, we will fight this both legally and politically. We will not be intimidated or silenced. Instead of a JPC into the Adani Maha Mega scam, Rahul Gandhi stands disqualified. Indian democracy, Om Shanti. They are basically saying that the government, instead of ordering a JPC into the quote-unquote Adani scam, are going after Mr. Rahul Gandhi. How would you respond? And Indian democracy is dying. Om Shanti is